Madrid haul. I hope you enjoyed the Madrid vlog, which was my first attempt at vlogging, and I've got some constructive notes that I have to myself about that video, but if you've got any feedback, please let me know. It was my first attempt at vlogging. I was pretty nervous, and you know, it's only up from here. A couple of chatty notes really quick before we get into the haul. An update, I remember, I remember showing you guys these sneakers that I hauled from DSW, which I am still loving, but I wanted to update you on the fact that I thought that I would be using them for workout, and I did for a few days, but I found out there's just not enough cushion. There's not enough shock absorption in these sneakers to do that. So I more wear them now as casual sneakers, and I stick to the Nikes, which I have on my feet now, for workouts that I showed in that same haul. So that's just a sneaker update real quick, just in case you were interested in those. The next thing to talk to you about is I have a ton of content for the channel. My time is not matching up with my content. I have a lot of videos filmed. I've got a lot of ideas for things to film, so I thought I'd give you a rundown of things that are coming up on the channel. I want to film my wish list video. I know we're into March right now. At least when this video comes up, we will be probably well into March. So I want to tell you what I'm thinking about as far as luxury goods and other things. I have another Chanel unboxing to show to you. I've got 2 Trunk Club unboxings, one that's filmed, one that I'm trying to quickly film today. Just FYI, today I'm headed out on a business trip. I've got about 2 hours before I have to leave for the airport. So I'm just trying to film a couple of videos so that they're there and I can edit them and get them up on the channel. I've got a designer shoe haul, which has Valentino, it has Jimmy Choo, it has Christian Louboutin. I have a response to a requested video asking, when do you know when it's time to move on from a job or look for another opportunity? I've already filmed that one, so I just have to edit it and get it up. I also have a video around business essentials for your wardrobe. So for those of you who are just starting out in your career, just things that you might need to pick up or think about picking up, especially we're into the spring. A lot of seniors in college are going to be graduating, and you might want to know what wardrobe staples you need to start your new career. And I'm also going to film a travel essentials video. Not necessarily in the sense of stuff you need to, well, it will include stuff you should bring, but it will also include some other logistical things that people usually don't talk about, and it's more of a business and career spin on that. In addition, I have been taking outfit photos in the morning, and I am thinking about reviving that series that I had started. I think I did a couple of them, but doing it once a month with just a collection of selected outfits from the month and telling you why I chose them and what was going on that day. So there's a lot that's going to be happening on this channel. I just ask your patience with me. I can't create more time, but I've got a ton of content, and I've just got to, kind of keep up a pace of 1 video a week. That's all I can absorb right now, but my brain is going off with just a ton of ideas and things that I've filmed. I also have a massive reveal coming up in April, and I cannot wait to show you guys what is going on, what else is going on in my life at that point. I also wanted to, this is in no particular order, I just jotted down some thoughts before I started filming this video. I went into the Tiffany store about a week ago to have some sterling silver jewelry cleaned and to have some links added to a bracelet. And I saw that they are now making those cashmere wool blend blankets, and they are so pretty. Apparently, according to the sales associate that I worked with, or that I talked to, these are new from Tiffany. They haven't offered them in the past, but if I had to compare them to what's out there, they would be comparable to the Hermes blankets, but at a not a much lower price point. Let's be honest, we're talking about Hermes and Tiffany, but they are much lower than the Hermes blankets. So that is definitely on my wish list. and I probably will pick one of those up at some time in the near future. And then I also wanted to talk about requests that I've gotten for a bag collection video, and yes, that is on my mind. That is going to have to wait about a month, and you'll see the reasons why. It'll just all unfold. I want to do a really nice job on that. I want to make sure that you can see everything that I have. I'll probably have to break it up into parts because I have quite a few handbags, and I am looking forward to filming that for you. I also got a request for a scarf collection review, which I will also do. So those collection videos actually take more time than you think that they would, and I want to do a good job. The subscriber also had requested for me to talk about ways to tie my scarf. I only tie my scarf a couple of different ways, but I will share with you a resource that I use if I'm trying to get creative in the way that I wear my scarves. So that is a bunch of stuff that's happening right now. What I'm wearing right now, just FYI, I have no jewelry on except for my wedding ring. Like I said, I'm catching a flight. I have on a really comfortable Classiques long cardigan. This black, it is, I want to say it's merino wool, but I've had it for a long time and it's just performed beautifully. I have got a rag and bone V-neck t-shirt on, and I've got Athleta, sort of same color, sort of casual athleisure sweatpants on the bottom, and those Nikes that I talked about. So bare face, nothing to really mention out of the ordinary on my face. If you watched my 5, I think, beauty products I can't live without, a lot of that is on my face. And then also I have on some Sugar lip balm, which I will also link below. So without further ado, let's get into the Madrid one. Okay, so you guys know where I went when I went to Madrid. I wanted to check it out and see what they had, see if I could find things that I hadn't yet seen in the Chanel store here in the States, particularly in Atlanta. And then I've got a sales associate that pushes me stuff from California as well. In my vlog, I showed you different pictures, I think, of 3 Chanel bags that I was trying to choose amongst. And so this will also be the reveal of, well, clearly it's a bag because I've been saying bag, but the bag that I chose from those 3. So without further ado, another thing to mention is that I did not have them put it in a box just for ease of transport. This is a true unboxing, but it wasn't in a box to begin with, just because that made it easier from a customs perspective. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this beautiful thing. Now, I was open to buying Chanel in Europe for a couple of reasons. One, it tends to be cheaper in general over there, but the price differential is starting to close up. I think Chanel's starting to get wise on the fact that people from the United States and elsewhere will go over and try and take advantage of the arbitrage in the pricing. But second of all, and more importantly, is that you get duty free shopping. And when you're buying a Chanel bag, that is a considerable amount of money. Now, that being said, you do have to declare your goods when you come into the United States, which I always do. Please do not buy a Chanel bag and on your declaration say that you did not bring anything back to the United States. It's just not the right thing to do. But I will say, even though I declared, they did not ask me to pay any import duty on it. And so there's really no schedule for import duties. I think I've heard it can be as high as 10%. So that has the potential to offset some of the savings that you achieve from the exchange rate and just the lower prices over there. But I haven't seen it be that high before, so you will still win if exchange rates are on your side and you buy duty free. And that's exactly what I did. I declared they did not ask me to pay a dime more, and so I was able to get this at a lower price point, period, and then tax free. So without that rambling, a little camellia fell, but here is the way they wrapped up the bag beautifully. And when I was thinking about what bag I wanted to buy, it was more so, what can I get here that I have not seen in the United States? And so you may have a different favorite bag than what I actually purchased in your mind, but just keep that in mind as well. So I am opening this beautifully wrapped paper, and here is the dust bag. As you can see, it's another big bag because I just love big bags. We've got all of the booklet and care information in the flap. I won't bother showing this. And you can see which bag I got already. This is its little robe, as I always call it, beautifully wrapped by the Chanel sales associate. And as far as the Chanel that I went into, it was in Madrid. It was in kind of their high-end district, which I will put the name of on the screen. I would say the service level was fine. It wasn't like excellent over the top, but it was good. It was friendly. It was patient and it was efficient. So I bought the Jumbo 255 reissue in silver with the gold hardware. So this is her. Let me tilt her so the ring light doesn't steal any of the detail. You guys know I love a jumbo flat bag. And I also love the 255, although here in the United States, the double C turn lock is definitely more popular. But I wanted just that neutral silver and gold. It's got the beautiful strap, which is actually bunching up right now. There we go. And you can do it, you know, the two different ways. You can wear it crossbody or you can wear it as a shoulder bag. I will open this up. It's very, very similar. It's got the single flap, so it's not a double flap bag. And it's got the silver interior. Again, the inside very, very similar to the jumbo flap. And I absolutely love it. I think it is understated chic, so it doesn't have the logo. But any Chanel lover is going to know exactly what this is if they see it. It's also got the same back pocket, which is really convenient for cell phone or business cards or whatever the case might be. I felt that this would also go with a lot of my wardrobe. So I just absolutely love this. I had not seen this in the States. You guys let me know if you've seen this in the States. I hadn't. But the other two bags, which were the pinkish, and it was really more of a red jumbo, and the 255 and the chevron with the, it was kind of like a dark magenta. Am I getting that color right? I felt like the magenta, I loved the color, but it didn't go with as much in my wardrobe. And I was really in the market for a pink bag. And then I felt that the pink jumbo was something that I could get here in the United States. So this is bag number 1 from Chanel. And just to give an idea of how it looks on my frame, I'm 5'9". There it is. She's so pretty and I love, love, love her. Okay, so that is item number 1 from Chanel. There was a second item that I bought, which is right here. And you can see it's got the little information booklet. There you go. And this is a gold Chanel necklace. If you recall from my Chanel jewelry collection haul, I think I had just recently purchased a like a navy blue beaded necklace, and the Chanel logo on that necklace was actually exactly the same. Let me put it against my black as it is on this one, and I feel like that could be so beautifully layered with this. And then I also just thought that this was great just for a casual necklace or a casual layering piece. So I'd probably do that up one notch, but for all intents and purposes, this is what it is. I think necklaces like this look so beautiful with the silk blouse slightly open. Again, I would probably put it up here and not so much into my bra, but I thought this was beautiful, simple. I like the variation in the chain. Oh, that's inconvenient for my cell phone going right now. But I just think that it's so beautiful. Okay, that was my better half. So what a lovely phone call to always get. But I want to show you the chain up a little bit closer. So it's got a double chain on both sides. And that's a little bit better view of the Chanel logo. And I thought it was just so pretty. On these purchases, I saved. I didn't save a thing. If I was wanting to save money, I wouldn't have bought either of them. But compared to what I would pay here, I saved quite a bit of money. I'll put the math on the screen. But the thing to know when shopping in Madrid is I think it's a tiered system of tax. So the more you spend, the more you pay in tax, or the more in tax is included in the price. And so that means the more you get back. And so I started to just buy this before I decided on the other 3 bags, but the sales associate said, no, if you're going to get a bag, you should buy the 2 together because you'll be able to claim more VAT back. So that's just a tip if anyone's going to be in the area. But I love my 2 purchases from Chanel. I actually might wear that necklace today to my business trip, and I'm going to get a lot of enjoyment out of both of those pieces. So there's one more thing that I wanted to show you from Madrid, and that was another handbag. Again, I was on Luxury Row. There was Hermes, which I wish that I had bought an Hermes blanket because the price there I think was just over 1,000 euros. And I think the price here in the US, which would have been about between $1,100 and $1,200. The price here in the US is I think $1,500 or $1,400 already. And then I could have claimed tax back over that. I really thought about running back really quickly to Hermes to get that. But I also figured when I go to Paris at some point this year, I can probably pick that up for even cheaper. Native to Paris and still get the same savings. So anyway, I was on Luxury Row, Hermes, Jimmy Choo. I tried on a couple things there. Of course, Chanel. They had a Dior. I went in there for a couple of minutes. And in my vlog, you'll have seen some really cute boots that I saw in Dior, and the service was lovely. The sales associate there was lovely. And then I also popped into Valentino. And as you guys know, I love Valentino shoes. Probably second to Christian Louboutin. There's the most Valentino footwear in my collection, but I also had my eye on this bag, and I'll insert a picture for quite a while, but I wasn't quite sure whether I wanted it or not. I knew about the color, which as you can see was gold, but I just wasn't sure about the bag itself and whether I wanted to spend that much, because I think those bags are close to $3,000. On that bag versus putting it towards saving that money and putting it towards a Birkin or a Chanel or something, or an Hermes bag or anything that you will see in my upcoming wish list. However, when I went into the store, the sales associate again was lovely. I saw this, but let me just unbox it. Let me just open it for you really quick. So here is the dust bag, and here is the bag. Let's see, that's better. Maybe a little bit. I've been in the market for a gold bag forever, for so long. And putting this next to my skin is really messing me up. Again, I had only seen the bag that I had pictured earlier. And when I went into Valentino, they had this model in a lot of different colors, just not the gold. So I saw it in pink, I saw it in red, I saw it in nude, I saw it in a variety of colors. And I said to her, I said, oh my gosh, I just realized that a stud is missing. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to have to take that to Valentino and bring it back. Oh, that's so disappointing. Is it on the back? No, that means it was always missing. Maybe this is why it wasn't out. So I'm going to have to take to find a Valentino store and take this for repair, because this thing is brand new, never worn. But I still love it, assuming I can get it repaired. And I said, if you've got a gold one, I would love to see the gold one. So long story short, she had one. And what I like about this is it is a beautiful clutch, but it can also be worn crossbody. So it's got a long strap here. I'm sorry, that missing stud is bugging me. It's got a long strap, and you can wear it either as a shoulder bag or a crossbody bag. So standing up really quickly, that is what it would look like crossbody. And I'm very tall. Like I said, I'm 5'9". So if you are 5'9", 5'10", even close to 6 feet, it will work. And clearly if you are shorter than that, it would work for you. But let's take a look at the inside of the bag. And it is kind of like a wallet on chain, but I would say it's a little bit bigger. It's got the card slots in there. You've got plenty of room for your essentials, your phone, your lipstick, your key fob, and then it's got a zipper in the back. So again, the size, I will try and remember to put the dimensions on the screen, but the size is great. You could even, style this with jeans and a t-shirt. So I just loved how versatile it was. I felt like I could carry it at a formal event, or I felt like I could carry it, just very casually. And this would just be a really interesting pop. And so I'm loving it, besides the fact that that stud is missing and bothering me immensely. We do have a... I don't think we have a Valentino in Atlanta. I hope we do, because I'm going to take this ASAP and either get it exchanged out or get it fixed. Okay, so that, I'm not sure. Yes, that is my haul from Madrid. 2 bags and a piece of jewelry. And I'm really, of course, as always, happy and grateful to add those things to my collection. I'm super excited about having another 255 in my collection. The only other 255 style bag I have is my wallet on chain, which I absolutely love. But I've seen this color combination in the past and loved it, and not bought it at the time. And I've always regretted it. So let me know what you think. Are you equally as bummed out about the Valentino stud? I'm kind of bummed out. I actually own a ton of Valentino, and that has never happened on a shoe or anything else. I don't really own a Valentino bag, but that's surprising, and I'm glad that I noticed it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I enjoyed filming it for you. And if you would like to see more of this type of content, which is beauty, it's fashion, and it's career, subscribe to my channel. Then you'll never miss a video. All right, until next time, and I'm going to apologize in advance for the repeat on another video that I've got to do very quickly before I leave. But I'm just trying to get these filmed so that I can get that content up and keep bringing you really fun things from the channel. So with that, I will see you later, and peace.